This is Doug Vahrenberg, and welcome back to another set of tips and tricks. And tonight we're inside the garage here, getting ready to go fishing. And I'm going to show you a couple things about your Humminbird unit that you can do while you're off the water and on land. One of the things is running it in simulator mode. There's basically two different simulators that are built into your unit. There's a point of sale simulator that you can make changes, but they will not be saved. That is when the GPS receiver and the transducer is not hooked up and only a power supply. The other is how I get I play with a lot of my Sonar recordings and stuff. But you hit power, and because the unit does not have any GPS or transducer hooked up, it is automatically going to go into this point of sale mode. And what you'll see when you do this is actually bubbles come up like a pop-up that'll come up on each screen that tells you a little bit about it. So you can learn about what that screen is displaying and showing you in the simulator. Startup shows no transducer connected. Without touching anything, the point of sale simulator mode allows you to go into the demo mode, which what it does is allows you to do any functions. You can change any settings, and when you power down, none of it will be saved. You'll see that we have a pop-up box that comes up and explains exactly what's on the screen. So if you want to leave the demo mode, you just hit exit here. You can hit menu once, which gives our express menu. If I want to change the sensitivity here, I can bump it up, bump it down, and watch the changes as it happens on the screen. You can also go in here to your main menus, look through all those. But if you want to change your side imaging range, you can set it smaller if you want to see what those effects does to the units with the built-in simulator. You can go through and check all the different views through this point of sale simulator and actually start learning how to use it. It'll also show optional accessories like here we're seeing radar, which is going to be an option for Humminbird users. But it'll show you all the different split screens. There's an optional weather sense. This is if you had downrigger, and the Canon link controls is optional. But you can see a lot of different optional accessories, a lot of different features to your unit. And this is a great way to learn how to use your unit without having to be out on the water. You can use it at home, play with it on the boat, and you're not going to compromise adjusting a setting and having your unit out of whack. It's a great learning tool to learn all the nice features that Humminbird has built into this unit. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to hook up the transducer, GPS, power supply from the boat. This is going into the full simulator. In full simulator, you can make any changes you want to the screen and they will be saved. So we hit our power button. We'll let it load from our home screen. And as soon as the next screen comes up, it'll say Humminbird loading. Get ready to hit the menu button because it'll pop up down here to tell you to enter menu for startup options. So I hit menu. We got normal, simulator, and system status. System status is basically going to tell you how many hours, what software version, and I'll show you that in just a second. Well, it just did it. And you can see here we've got our hours, we've got our software version, it's got our serial number for our unit. So if you forget your serial number, it's right here. You can go into the system status screen and find your serial number. Tells you your voltage. That's the main information on this screen. The next thing you can do is you can hit view, and this will show what's connected and what's unconnected. The next view that comes up is your GPS screen. This will show basically your bullseye with your strength of signal of your the GPS satellites. The blacker the number is, the stronger the signal is. The gray is a weaker signal. But there's a couple other things on here that you might like to know. Is this gives you your current position that you're located, time and date. It'll also give you what type of fixed type that is. There is 2D 3D, and then Enhance. Enhance is the highest level of fix. So that's going to be the one that you're going to be wanting to use the most. Then you've got your HDOP, which is horizontal dilution of precision, which the lower the number, the better it is. 1 is a very excellent number to determine accuracy of your GPS. You can see we've got a estimated position error of 17 foot. That's if we mark our waypoint of our location, we could be 17 foot off. It also shows our altitude and our speed, the course we're headed, and we've got our Lake Master Great Plains card loaded up in this unit. So what we want to do now is power down the unit because we went into system status. And it's going to shut down. And after it gets done completely shutting down, black screen, we hit the power button, and we're going to get ready to hit that menu button again. Because once it gets done with the Humminbird loading screen, we get ready. And when it pops up down here, you'll see a new screen right after this one. Hit menu for startup, come down here and go to simulator. This is the warning screen about the GPS being used as a aid in navigation. So we're going to hit exit to leave that. You can look at all your different screens by using the view button. Now one thing I can show you here is this is actually on Lake Lanier, and we've got our Lake Master Great Plains card in. Now what you want to do is you want to hit menu or hit your zoom out, and what I like to do is go way out, and then I'm going to move my cursor to where I'm close to where I want to be. We're going to move over here to Truman Lake where we're at, and we're going to zoom in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to set your simulated position. So if you set your simulated position by where you're located or close to a lake that you fish a lot or you're going to, you can set your simulated position there. The simulator is going to position itself from that. The data is still going to be from where they collected the simulator, but what this allows you to do is if you want to travel to a nearby lake or travel around this lake, all you have to do is you take off from here with your four-way cursor. So say we wanted to go up the T-bow like we are here, I can run up the T-bow with my four-way cursor. Now one of the things you can do in a full simulator is I can actually set up my Lake Master features. Like if I wanted to shed a shallow highlight for 5 foot, I can set that. My water level offset. I know Truman Lake is down, so I'm going to take it down here to the current level that I know. I can go up here. I'm going to set a depth highlight range, but I don't want it to mark that much. I want it to just come out here, and I want to shade 8 to 12 foot. So that's going to shade my map green from 8 foot to 12 foot on it. I've got a shallow water highlight from 5 foot. So now I want to go look for structure like a point, I'd say, that I might want to fish. So I could go up here. Oh, look at this. Here's one. So I can go up here, zoom in. If I wanted to set waypoints on it, I could go right here and mark waypoints around this. So the next time I'm going out, I know exactly where some new places to try. There's another point up there. So you can use your full simulator to set waypoints. It will save them in the unit just like you're using it in a normal mode out on the water. You can do that in full simulator. You can also view, you can view the mapping with the thing. If say I don't like down imaging color, I can hit menu here. I can go in here and I can set my down imaging color to blue. That way I can use it. I want to set my sensitivity just up a little bit. That way those are the features that I want to use when I get on the water. So you can actually make those adjustments. When you shut the unit down with the power button here, it will save those units in the memory of the unit. So here I've got side imaging. I'm going to go to full screen. I want to set it to blue because that's my favorite. If I want to do SI enhance, I can come down here and learn how to use it. I can turn my sharpness on low, medium, or high. If I want to play with contour mode, I can turn it on or off. Everything that you can do on the unit on the water, you can do in full screen simulator and save those changes. Now, if I wanted to change my 2D sonar screen, I'm going to have to go over here to Sonar. One thing I do see is I've only got it on 200 kilohertz. I want to put it to 283. I like the 455 kilohertz because that gives me the full 180 degree coverage. But I want to come down here and I'm going to change sonar color back to the original color palette. When I power this off, it will automatically save those changes. I can go in here if I want to turn my sensitivity down to get rid of some of that clutter. And just go in here, turn it down, and you'll see it reduces a lot of the clutter on the screen. You can do all that at home in the comfort of your boat at night, and so you're not wasting your fishing time learning how to use your unit. You can use it to go out there and catch more fish that you're trying to find that day. Just remember, when you hit the button and power this down by the button, the changes in the unit are saved. Even that's the same way of operating in normal mode. You need to use this button to save it down. Don't use the boat's power button because it will not save the changes. Just like your computer, it needs to safely shut down, save all the settings, and be ready for the next time you start to operate your unit. I hope this helps you learn a little bit more about Humminbird and everything that's packed into it. So tune in next time for more tips and tricks, and we'll go deeper into the Humminbird product and a lot of my other sponsors' products about how to get more out of your investment and enjoy your time on the water more. Thank you, and tune in next time.